Alright, you're back. We back? Alright, so day 2 of Osaka. Just gonna cut away real quickly. I was here a couple years ago. I come like every year, but a few years back I made some videos and I put 1 of 3. But I never got around to uploading 2 of 3 and 3 of 3. And I remember seeing someone say, "Where are you gonna put it up?" But it was like 5 years later, they're still waiting for it. But I promise you, I intend to upload all these in a timely fashion. All right, so day 2. I woke up and I practiced my session. This session's awesome, man. It's freestyle like always, mixed with some of my classics. And then I have this portion where I teach the crowd how to make beats. And then I go back into some more songs and I record the audience. Really interactive. You know, it's kind of cool. It's different. So then, so I practiced that. Then I had a radio interview. It's my first interview on the radio. Well, not the first. First in a long time. First in Osaka, I can say. Now, I wasn't nervous because, I don't know. Well, I gotta be nervous about. But yeah, so I get there early just so I can find a place, because I always get lost. And finding places in Japan is like so difficult. So I get there early, find a place, go to the other place, get something to eat, and then I go there 10 minutes early, and I meet this guy named Jaja Lewis, and he's like, "What's your name?" I said, "Matthew." He said, "Nah, what's your stage name?" I'm like, and then he's like, Rhyming Gaijin. And he's like, I remember you, man. I remember you from like 5 years ago. He never met me, but he was saying at the name, he remembered the name. And I don't even know, man. Anyway, so we're talking. He got this radio show, and every Saturday they have different events or different interviews and such. The reason I was invited is maybe 8 years ago when I came to Japan. Well, I came 10 years ago, but there was this time I woke up like I really got to get grinding. So I got online and I typed foreign producers or foreign agents or some shit, and I found this list, and I emailed everyone on that list. "Hey, I'm a rapper, I'm in Japan, I've been here for 2 years, blasey, blasey, blasey." And this guy, Dwayne, hit me up like, "Yo, I'm in Osaka and I'm gonna have this event, blasey, blasey, and you should come." So he came down, we talked, and you know, we kept in touch. He lives out here, but he comes down to Tokyo every now and then. So we have the interview, and he's like, "That shit's loud." Alright, so we have the interview. Oh yeah, someone was saying that my lips are chapped. I'm thinking, what? Get out of my lips. Or send me a box of lip balm. I'm just saying. I ain't got time for all that. Makeup artist. But anyway, neither here nor there. So, interview, he put me on the spot. He's like, "Yo, freestyle." But I ain't got no music. It wasn't like 5 Fingers of Death, Faces of Death. I think Faces of Death is a show. 5 Fingers is the other one. But I didn't have no beats, so I was just like, you know, I ain't got no beat. I'm coming off the top, but this is the definition of hip hop. Stop. Watch. Well, I didn't say that because it was free. Now it's free enough, but you know what I'm saying. So then we talk. He asked me about my experience in Tokyo. He tried to start some war. He's like, "So is Tokyo better than Osaka?" Like, man, we all family out here in Japan, man. Don't do that. And then so I was finished, and then he's like, "You want to do a outgoing freestyle?" And I'm like, "All right, cool. Throw me some words and I'll freestyle." And he's like throwing me these hard ass words, and I mean, I could freestyle to anything. Like, say someone gives you a word like hippopotamus. the point is not to rap hippopotamus, but it's an animal. It's gray, it's big. Japanese is kaba. You could play with all those things. But anyway. So then after that, I had to rush over to the sound check because I want to sound check my shit. So I go over there, luckily or incidentally. I mean, where I'm staying at, everything is really close. So it took me 15 minutes to get there, 5 minutes to walk to the place. And I meet the people, and they're like all happy to see me. Like it's, hey, Ryman, what's up? We seen your videos. Like that. So I was like, cool. So I do my, I set up my stuff, and you know, it's supposed to be a surprise, but I gotta go through the set to test out some shit. So when they seen all, it's like, oh wow, that's so much fun. And they're all like having fun with it. I'm like, well, I got, you know, you're gonna have to come back to the show. But this is the bartender, the organizer, and another performer. So of course they're gonna be there. And there was this little youngin, 12 years old. So I don't know, maybe Osaka people like to have 12-year-olds at these events. I don't know. But it's good because it's positive people. He was with his dad. So the show goes on. First lady, her name was Donna, Japanese woman, who I've never heard a woman sing like that before. Like the way she was singing was so raw, like that kind of voice. And I was thinking she could be my wife, man. I would settle down with that. That's the kind of voice. I don't know if that's the voice I want to wake up. But I like the way that she was emoting her emotions through the music. So she was first, and then after her there was this electronic music guy, whatever. And it was weird because like the music I make is under the hip-hop umbrella. It has a beat, usually 4 bars. It has the intention that you could rap to it. If you can't rap to it, I probably wouldn't let you hear it, or it's just the intro. But this guy, his music was more kind of like that kind of sound. And I was staying there out of respect because, you know, everyone else left because that was kind of a weird kind of set. But I was kind of watching him because he was really getting into his music. At one point, like, he was sitting down the whole time twisting knobs and all that shit. He starts to get up and he's like holding the table at an angle because he's just like twisting knobs and he's like sweating, and he put this box in his mouth, and I don't know what it was. I'm trying to figure out what it was because maybe it's like a talk box or a vocoder or some shit. I don't know. I never seen it. Or maybe it's to him so he doesn't have a seizure, because that's the kind of music he was making, seizure-inducing music. So the volume is getting louder and louder and louder, and I'm sitting right next to the speaker, and it's getting louder and louder and louder, and he's getting more into it and more into it and more intimate. And then we're in Japan, and we're in a little residential area, and there is a noise cap. So the owner of this little space that we're performing at, he comes in, he taps the dude on his shoulder. The dude kind of, he pushed the arm away. So then the owner comes back and he kind of goes to push the fader down on the mixer. And the guy, he pushes the owner, like, get off me. Now I thought maybe this is in jest or in fun, they're having fun with it. But then he's like, get the fuck off of me, and he's like pushes him again, and then the owner, he's like, what the fuck? And then they start like pushing, and then he's just like, don't mess with me on my set, I'm on my set, I'm doing my set. So then the owner's like, da-da-da-da, and then this guy's just like, he pushed him again. So then the owner kicked him. Like the owner's Japanese, and this guy is like maybe an American. Because only Americans do that kind of shit. But this owner wasn't worried about shit, he kicked him like, don't do this in my bar. So then the dude put him in the headlock, and then he starts throwing shit, and it was such a killjoy, man. because everybody was vibing for this event, not necessarily his music, but they were vibing, and he just, so then we all go outside and it's just like, whoa, what the hell was that? So then the next act goes on. They're also doing a kind of electronic music. We're gonna get some nice scenery in the background because this view is breathtaking. Well, it's not that breathtaking. All right, so the next group comes on. I think they're I don't know what nationality they were, but they were speaking Spanish, and they had a Japanese rapper, and their music was kind of like noise, but they had the element of a beat, which puts it into the category of hip hop for me. And at one point the rapper is like, hey, come up here. And I'm like, I really don't want to come up here because, I don't know, I'm just trying to be a watcher. I'm trying to, you know, support people by actively listening. And they're like, come on, come up, come up, come up. I mean, he was rapping for the whole set, so maybe he needed a break. I don't know. Or maybe he just wanted to hear what I got, because, you know, they all see my videos I've been posting up. So I get up there and I do my thing. I'm rhyming. I'm like, yeah. And I go back and sit down. And then the next act was a father, his 12-year-old son, and this other guy. It was so cute. This little 12-year-old boy is like banging on these acoustic instruments. Like they're African instruments. And he was just doing his thing. And he was good, man. Like, he was a brave young soul. Like, when I came in there, he gave me a dap, like, what up? And I was like, what's up, young man? So then, when they finished their set, this 12-year-old's like, in Japanese, the next guy coming up is so cool, you gotta watch him. So make sure you watch him. Mite kudasai. I'm like, damn, you gonna give me a pressure heart attack? I mean, I'm not gonna get a heart attack. There ain't no pressure, because I'm just gonna do what I do. So I set up, and it was time to move. These people have appeared. Yo, it's Golden Week right now, and I came down during Golden Week. I've never been down here in Golden Week, and it is full of people, always in my way, just standing there doing like tourist shit, taking pictures and shit. That's on day 3, technically today. But anyway, so I do my set, and at one point I want to teach how to make beats. So there's 2 12-year-olds, I guess the 12-year-old's friend. And I was like, you know, here's what you gotta do, push this button, da-da-da-da. And then in my rap, I was like, I can't really do this shit by myself, so I got these 12-year-olds. They like my elves, so that makes me Santa Claus. I'm about to drop the balls. Hold up, don't pause. Ladies, please throw your... I didn't say all that. Because there's 12-year-olds in the room. I don't want to be... Anyway, so these 2 12-year-olds were banging on the beats, and so then I was like, all right, if anybody can make music, even 12-year-olds can do it, so I'm going to pass this portable beat making machine around. If you can't do it, you're stupid. I didn't say that exactly, but, you know, I got around to it. And then, at one point, I start doing my set, and this dude just throws 1,000 yen on the stage. Like, just threw it on the stage. So I was selling CDs. Well, I say selling. I brought CDs. I didn't sell any CDs because it's crazy. Like, well, the only silver lining is my intention was to buy CDs and then print them using my printer. So I bought ink. But when I went to use my printer, I somehow threw away the power cord, so I couldn't use the ink. So I just ended up writing on the CDs, RG. So super low tech. And I was thinking, how much am I gonna charge them for this super low tech CDs? And yeah, I just gotta say, the women down here, damn, they don't, but let's keep it moving. Let's stay focused. So, where was I? I'm telling you, I know why people come out to Osaka now. Like, they lived in Tokyo, next thing you know, like, we're in Osaka. So I do my set, Dude was throwing money on the thing. Well, one dude. And then my set was over. Then they hit me with the encore do. Encore do. I already rapped for like 30. My set was 30 minutes, and that's what I prepared. I didn't really have any. I mean, I freestyle, yes, and I had my beat machines with me, but I didn't want to. You know, I want to end on a high note. Have them wanting more. Have them wanting more, so they'll invite me to come back again. That was my thing. But they're like encore, so I started to go through my songs. But now, like, you know what? I don't do encores. I'm done. Done. So we're gonna end that right there. That was the end of the show. The next one's gonna be about what happened after the show. The after party, per se. All right, rhyming.